Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'll be planning the week of January 27th to February 2nd in my memory planner, and I'll be using the kit from Caress Press called Honor, which I thought was fitting for Lunar New Year. And this is the full kit. And yeah, I didn't get anything extra, so for the bottom washi, I might use some Simply Gilded washi for that, but we shall see, because I don't think I have matte gold washi tape to match, so I'll have to figure that out while I put it down the base. So I paired this with the shimmer foil bundle from Squirrel Prince Co, and yeah, this is the matte bronze colorway or foil. My goodness. You have your overlays, your underlays, your scripts and icons, and your bottom washi. So I'll speed through putting down the base. Okay, so I already pulled my stickers for the labels as well as the character stickers. So to start off, on Monday, I published my Plan With Me, which technically don't really have to put it up, it's too high. Okay, so Plan With Me, whoops, couldn't pull up my character sticker. And then I watched Watson, which was also a premiere episode, or like a pilot episode, and then like it won't, like the second episode won't show until after the Super Bowl. So that was that. And then I I packed orders. And then moving on, I went to the post office. Whoops. To drop off orders. Oh wow. I could have just spaced this out a little better. Okay, so I actually ordered the Leuchtturm 1917, their new notebooks that has 417 pages. Did I need those notebooks? No. Did I get them? Yes, I did. So yeah. I think I'm going to use, so I do have the B5 version, but I want somewhere that I can hold all of my CPA study stuff. So, and yeah, I don't know, because I want to look back at it if I need to reference it, and instead of lugging out a whole textbook, I can just refer back to that information, if that makes sense. So yeah, anyway, on to Tuesday. It has no full boxes because I have a lot of things to mark, because I did a lot of things the day before Lunar New Year, which you're technically supposed to do it beforehand, but yeah, I chose to do it last minute as usual. So yeah, I procrastinated to the point of, yeah, it was just a whole day's worth of things. Actually, it's fine. I'm gonna switch this label out for a different one. I'm like, where did I put my stickers? Also, I'm not a really big fan of this pattern. It just looks yucky to me. The green, not my favorite green. So, starting off, hold on, let me fix my sticker pile. And this is no longer sticking. So, I had my therapy appointment. And then I watched 911 Lone Star, as well as Rescue High Surf, and the following episode of this, like the following week, it will be the season or series finale for 911 Lone Star, which is so sad, but it is what it is. And then we went to Chun's Cafe. It's in Brooklyn, so yep. And then it's like Asian, like Hong Kong cuisine. So yeah. And then, oh, I could have fit it, but it's fine. I omitted one of the my dog just woke up from his slumber and he looks like he just slept really good. Anyway, so we actually went to ShopRite, or we went out just to, because usually you want flowers, or usually get flowers for Lunar New Year, to like, I don't know what it represents. I should ask my mom, but I'll have to ask her after this video, or after I film this. So yeah, and then after, I think we went to go pick up our prescriptions, because we originally went to go get our prescriptions last Wednesday, but they didn't have it ready, so then we waited until this week. So after that, I changed my sheets, which I know is very controversial. You probably like realize that I only change my sheets once a month. So yeah, anyway, that's me. So after that, I was like, wait, oh no, that's what I was like, huh? I do have to fit this up here. Because I totally omitted one thing, but this was supposed to fit. Okay. Oh. Now I have to do... Oh my goodness. This just threw me way off course. Okay, so I actually took my dogs a bath as well, which, please don't rip the color. Don't take ink. Don't take ink. Oh my goodness. Oh, sorry. That was my YouTube video that I was watching while I was putting down the base. So, I took them a bath, which I'll just do it like this. See, I did all the things. Clean my room, change sheets, and take the dogs a bath. My goodness, I was tired. And of course, I waited till like nighttime to do all these things. And I literally, I told my parents to time me, and I was able to change my sheets in less than 5 minutes. So, yeah, not that it was like, I get an award or anything like that, but I just wanted to see how fast I could change my sheets. Because sometimes if I like really put my effort in it, I would make sure it's all tucked in properly. But also, I have a loft bed, so my bed is very high up, and there's like parts where I can't even reach to because it's a loft bed and obviously storage underneath. And that was my dog once again. Anyway, so Tuesday I actually was prepping for an interview. I really was hoping this would not be the one, but give me a boost of confidence. And it just fell through. So it's fine. And if you actually haven't watched my plan with me that went up on February 3rd, because you're probably watching this after this happened, or because I'm pre-filming this, if that makes sense. So yeah, anyway, so yeah, I got a part-time job. I haven't started yet, so you shall see. But when I'm recording this, I haven't started it yet, but by the time you're watching this video, oh my goodness, there is like legitimate hair under this. No, that's yucky. Goodbye. Anyway, so what was I saying? I totally forgot. But yeah, by the time you're watching this, I restarted, but currently I haven't started yet. But yeah, so I used to work at Bursar's office, so yeah, pretty much they were hiring, and my old boss asked if I would like to, or I asked her, is there openings, so I can have something to do while I am looking for my full-time job, and I'm grateful she gave me the opportunity. So yeah, I will be working back at school, for the time being. There isn't a full-time position, but for my experience and my background, and like I already have 2.5 years behind my belt, I guess, the analogy, I don't really want to work at the school because I know what they do, and it's very, and also I also know that, my goodness, I just said also know that the supervisors that I worked under during my time when I worked at the school, they've been there for 20 years, and it's just like so stagnant, like there's no movement. And I feel like, I don't know, like there's obviously complex things that happen where there's situations with students, and obviously like student facing job, so yeah, it's just not as exciting as when I look at auditing, because there's always complex transactions and you have to figure out, I totally forgot a whole day what of stickers. Anyway, so yeah, it was just the whole thing. So I just ended up deciding I'm not going to do a full-time route. I'm just going to do part-time, and it'll give me the opportunity to earn some money while looking for a full-time job. And that's what I did while I was working at the school until I found my full-time job, until obviously they let me go. So it's unfortunate, but it gives me opportunities to earn some money. Also, I get to see my old supervisors, and I don't know, it feels odd, but I left on good terms with there as well, and I left my job, my full-time job, on good terms, but just the way they did it, it just felt like horrible. So I mean, I love the people that I worked with, so, and I'm still talking to them, so it's still good. I just don't like the leadership, the leadership role that they chose to do these layoffs. So yeah, and it's not like you can fight it. It's just, once you're cut, you're cut. Once you're on that list, you're done for. So anyway, and I guess it's also like the people that you worked under, they couldn't do anything to stop it or like fight for you, and that's just what makes it worse. So anyway, that's my whole spiel on that. So I published on Wednesday my January 6th to the 12th memory plan with me, and then, but this technically happened before I published my video, because this happened early in the morning, where I got out of my bed and my stomach, no joke, was literally tightening, and my mom didn't freak out, but I was just like, oh my god, like no matter what position I was Like, I put myself in fetal position. I stretched myself out. Nothing was calming my stomach down. I don't know. And then TMI, but I tried to use the bathroom, couldn't. And I was like, am I constipated? But I'm like, no, I was able to use the bathroom. So, yeah. I had to put some, so I'm very, I guess, very supportive of herbal medicine. So, like, there's this medicine that, like, is not something you eat. It's something you rub on your skin. So, sometimes if I get bruises or anything, there's, this herbal medicine that I put on, and usually within a few days, or within a day, it changes color. Compared to if you just let it sit there and wait until it changes, go back, like, heal itself by itself, if that makes sense. So yeah, pretty much, yeah, I just put some, there's one for your stomach, so I put it on my stomach, and that kind of made it feel better, but it took a long time, and then actually, I think I lasted like 30 minutes. I was like, no, I can't do this, because it was a whole hour where I was in excruciating pain. So yeah, I had to take Tylenol, and Tylenol was able to calm my stomach down. I don't know what was happening, but yeah, that was a whole situation. How did I forget this whole thing? I don't understand. So anyway, wait, what? I'm so confused. Anyway, I had an interview this day, which my mom said it was a good omen to have. So yeah, very good. Let's see. Do I have to use green? Why did I do this to myself? I might just use red, even though it's red over there already and red here. It's what it is. Because I don't want to really use green for Lunar New Year. It's red that is the lucky color. So Lunar New Year, and then I also ate turnip cake. My goodness, how did I miscalculate this? Also, I have no idea what my neighbor is doing. I can hear their footsteps now, and it's just driving me bonkers. Like, before, I could barely hear their footsteps. But this person, who, I don't know, this new person, I guess, just walks barefoot, and you just hear the heel. Like, oh my goodness. It's just like, oh, why? But I guess that is the life you live if you live in an apartment building. So, anyway, we had turnip cake, for lunch after my first interview. Then I had another interview with another company. This interview was more of a phone screening, so yeah, it turned out well. I was able to get an interview on Friday, so yeah. But the second interview, they were hiring pretty quick. They were hiring for start date of Monday, meaning the following Monday, and I don't have the experience of, so I'm interviewing for fund accounting roles, which is different, like, instead of reviewing work as auditors do, you're preparing the work to the auditors. So yeah, I pretty much was looking at jobs like that and interviewing for jobs like that, but I don't have the full experience of preparing stuff like that. And I don't know, it's just like very frustrating because they look for people who have that experience, but then what about the people who don't and want to learn? And then I'm just like, it's just so difficult, especially in this job market. It's just like, and then when I look at job, what do you call it? Job postings, they require a minimum of 2 years of fund accounting background. And I'm like, if you're entry level, how are you asking for fund accounting role background? It just doesn't make sense, and that's where it gets me. So anyway, that is my spiel on that. So yeah, pretty much I interviewed, and then I just moped all day because yeah, that was my whole feelings about it. So I might have to dip into putting it on top of this bottom washi, which I don't really like. Oh my goodness, I was so close to putting that down. Oh, I just ripped the paper. This is going downhill, going very downhill. Okay, so switch this around. And then now I feel like I'm getting ghosted by this interview, the phone screening that I had, because I had the interview on Friday, and I don't know if there was a miscommunication, because the recruiter told me that there would be 2 people at the interview, and then during that interview, the other person said this person was not available, so I ended the call. So now I'm freaking out, like, did he show up after the fact that we ended the call? I don't know. And then now I'm being ghosted by the recruiter, the internal recruiter, and I'm like, why is this so difficult? So yeah, I'm going to omit getting a package from Amazon. Like, I get packages every like, not every day, but every other day or every few days, depending if I need anything. So yeah, anyway, I'm just going to omit that because I already don't have room for it, so in the trash it goes. So moving on to Thursday, which I totally miscalculated the colors because I thought I was planning for Wednesday, or I don't know anymore why I skipped Wednesday, so that is very bizarre to me. Anyway, so moving on, my mom had her follow-up appointment, so yeah, she has been cleared to fly by her cardiologist. Now she's cleared to fly by her what do you call it? No. Is it endocardial? No. That's something else. Oh my goodness. Why did I just forget his name? Or like the cardiothoracic. My goodness. What the heck? Yes, cardiothoracic. But what's his? Oh my goodness. He has a title, but I don't remember. But anyway, it's for the lungs and heart. So anyway, and it's really funny because his surgeon, or he actually taught my mom, like the surgeon who did my mom's, who operated my mom's, my goodness, heart surgery. Wow, that was just a whole thing. Anyway, you got my point. So yeah, pretty much why did I do that? It's crooked. It's fine. It's stuck down. It is what it is. So yeah, so my mom actually went first, and she knows me. I usually like drag my feet, but she had to do her x-ray anyway, so, and I didn't have to, like, she didn't want me to just sit there while they get her x-ray done. So by the time I reached there, it was her appointment, so I went upstairs, and yeah. Anyway, then we had a mommy-daughter lunch date at King's Kitchen, which we had, this is because we had rice in a clay pot. If you know what that is, yeah. It is very delicious and very yummy during winter time because it's warm, obviously, and it's also rice. So anyway, moving on so after that I packed orders when we came home, and then I watched a bunch of TV shows, which I don't know why I'm putting so close together because I have space. And also, I really did scratch myself so bad just before. Okay, and then for this, so I watched Doc, Will Trent, and this was the Med, Fire, and PD crossover, which, my goodness, it was epic. So yeah, and then I dropped off packages to the post office. So that was my Thursday. On to Friday. I published my budget essentials. So this is for me, like what I'm using for budgeting. Although I am using my Excel, well, not Excel, I don't have Excel. I have Google Sheets that I created just to mark down like my spending, and it keeps track, like I put in all the transactions as opposed to me writing it all out. But I also like to have a physical copy of it, so I also made a notebook for it. So yeah. Also, if you guys don't know, I like to say so a lot. So I apologize if it annoys you. It is just the way I speak. So moving on, I read my book, and I have never had an experience where I said, oh my god, you are very dumb, in the book. So yeah, it just like, also, I guess it's also a testament, because then you're very, I guess, what's the word I was going to use? I totally forgot it. Invested in the book, because you like how the writer writes it. So yeah, it was pretty funny, because I was like, wow, did I really comment on how dumb this person was? So yeah, I'm reading Emperor of Lust. It is very smutty, but anyway, yeah, Emperor of Lust, and it's by Jagger Cole. So if you guys know who that is, or read their book, or read his books, I believe it's a his. He. So anyway, so yeah, that was, I think it was Saturday that I was like, oh my goodness, why are you so stupid? Not stupid, but silly. So yeah. Anyway, so after that I watched Found, and then I had an interview, and I don't know, this was the one where I was saying how, like, this person, there was supposed to be 2 people, but then one didn't show up, like, at the beginning in the interview, and then the person that I was talking to messaged him, and then he didn't message back, or like he was busy, and I'm like, should I have stayed on? Now I'm just like second guessing it, and I know I shouldn't. And then I messaged the recruiter, or emailed the recruiter, like, hello, and then it just feels like I'm in ghost town. So yeah, it is what it is. So just moving on, maybe I'll hear back. When you're watching this, I am filming this, like, the past 2 weeks I filmed this all on the same day, so maybe I'll hear back, maybe I won't, but by the time you're watching this, I already probably have started my part-time job, which I already mentioned. But anyway, so I marked down that I was kind of in my feelings, because it was honestly, also, I was in my feelings because I got this recruiter that I use, she always has the wrong timing at every situation. So the last time she told me about bad news, it was right before my exam, or was it? No, it was right after my CPA exam back in September. And then whenever I have something like nerve-wracking to do, this person, this recruiter always has the bad timing, and I don't know if I should laugh at it, but yeah, she told me before this interview that I didn't get the one that starts on Monday because they found someone that was more in line where they had fund accounting experience, and I was like, okay, great for the other person, not great for me. But yeah, I was rude other people on, but it's just very difficult when it comes down to, for yourself, like, and then you like, I guess, criticize yourself, or I like to criticize myself, and I shouldn't do that as much, but yeah, it feels defeating, if that makes sense. So yeah, obviously I'm going through it all with my therapist and such, and I'm trying not to let it affect me, like how the other interview, the one with, I don't think I should mention the name, but yeah, it just feels wrong to do. I'm actually going to, I was originally going to use this, but I think I'm just going to switch it out for a smaller label. So yeah, anyway, this day, Saturday, the 1st of February, was awful, because in the morning I don't know if you can hear that faint, like, buzzing sound. That is my purifier, and that is almost like my white noise sound machine. So yeah, it was just very eerily quiet. All of a sudden, when I woke up at 6 a.m., I just woke up and I'm like, why? Also, I was feeling very warmish, so I just woke up and I'm like, why so quiet? I thought I was dreaming still, Then my cat walked over me. Like, you know how when if you ever had cats before and they just step on you like they had no care in the world who they're stepping on. Yeah, my cat stepped on my chest and I was like, oh god. And then I said, I woke up and then pretty much was like, why is it so quiet in here? And then I realized my purifier was off. Then I got off my bed. I have a loft bed. And got off my bed, and then I checked my printers because usually they're on sleep mode. None of them were on. Then I walked to the kitchen, and usually we have the under the hood light on for like nighttime. But yeah, that was off, which was very odd. And then I walked to the front door, and I opened the door. Pitch black outside. Not even the emergency lights are on because this building freaking sucks. And I've lived here in my entire life. I was literally raised in this building. So yeah, it was like, what the hell? Because this director or president, he don't want to let go. And I'm like, let it go. You're not doing things to benefit this building, and you just want the power. If that makes sense. Anyway, so we had power outage. There was a fire apparently in one of the wires that was running underground. And to be safe, the firefighters turned off the power to both buildings. And the building that was closest to it, it's pretty much connected, so they just pretty much turned off both electricity, and that was pretty frustrating because it didn't really affect us as much, but just for a safety precaution, the control is on the other side, so of the other building, if that makes sense. So anyway, that was a whole story time for that. And yeah, pretty much like I think I took a nap. So it started at 6 a.m. Didn't get power until 12 p.m. So yeah, I took a nap in between, and then my dad, because my dog had his back surgery, he can't walk the stairs. So we literally had to carry him in his harness down the stairs. So that was a whole thing. But we got power back after. But thank goodness we didn't have to bring him back up. The power came back on while my dad was talking to the super. So whole thing for that. And then moving on, we went to Costco because my brother wanted to get things from Costco, so that was it. And now, why do I have 3 things marked down here? No idea. Oh, now I realized I could have moved this down. It's fine. It is what it is now. So I watched Matlock, and I'm so excited. They got renewed for season 2, which you guys didn't see that, so I just put up the number 2 sign with my fingers. You couldn't see it. It's fine. I'll just leave it out. So yeah, very exciting. It's pretty good. So if you haven't watched Matlock, definitely go watch it. Because I was definitely not expecting like the endings of every episode. I'm like, oh snap. So yeah. Anyway, so moving on to Sunday, the last day of the week, and I'm finally caught up. So I packed orders all day pretty much, and then I worked on savings challenges. Then I started watching The Recruit. Didn't finish it yet. And then I did some planning time. And then we had hot pot because it was, I don't know, for some reason during the day when we had a power outage, it wasn't that cold. I mean, I usually wear a jacket or something, and usually if I go outside and I have to walk the dogs, obviously I have to walk the dogs outside, but I usually I'm dressed in long johns, or like not long johns but thermals. Some people call it long johns or thermals, but I call it thermals. Anyway, so pretty much it wasn't that cold, but today, or technically Sunday, it was cold. So I thought it was a good time to have hot pot. So yeah, and then I watched the Grammys. Oh my goodness, that was probably the best Grammys so far. So yeah, very exciting for Beyonce because I didn't realize that she had so many albums, but and nominated so many times, but never won Album of the Year, which I was like, what? But yeah, amazing, 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 amazing. So that is my week. There was other Chappell Roan, that performance, like it gave me chills when she said sing, went out to the crowd, and oh my goodness, that was amazing. And it was so funny with Sabrina Carpenter's performance, where it was also like, I think it was like a joke. So yeah, anyway, that is pretty much the week in full. I hope you guys enjoyed this plan with me, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.